Hi, this is John Kamarianos with Capital Considered. Welcome to a new edition. Did Donald Trump just blink? That's the subject matter of today's podcast. This is just a few hours after our last one, where we reviewed an article by James McIntosh in the Wall Street Journal saying what Trump's plans meant for financial markets, his plans to reindustrialize the U.S. economy and remedy the trade deficit that we've had with countries, including China, for a long time. Now it looks like messages coming out of the White House, especially from Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, are softening the approach Trump was taking to tariffs. I think Bessent has said that they would not be as severe, and that America first does not mean America alone. The stock market, for its part, has given up a good chunk of the gains that it had early this morning. It's now a little after noon on the East Coast as we record. Bonds are up big. The yield on the 10-year Treasury is something like 4.36 or 7. Gold is down big, still over $3,300 an ounce. So markets are moving pretty strongly. They have been in both directions in recent days and weeks. It's enough to try an investor's patience. This is, again, a good opportunity to make sure you have a reasonable allocation that can see you through thick and thin, that can see you through anything Donald Trump can inflict on us. That may mean lowering your stock exposure if you're about to retire or you're a recent retiree. U.S. stocks, as I've said, look overpriced on a variety of metrics, regardless of what Donald Trump's tariff policies or other policies might be. But you're getting an opportunity here on these up days to reassess whether you really have the right stock exposure. I think that's the best use you can make of this volatility. I think it's reasonable to anticipate more volatility. It's great that we have an update today, but again, we've given up a big chunk of the gains already, and reassess whether a big decline in the stock market can ruin your retirement plans. I've had a client reassess their stock exposure and lower it because they know that if the stock market drops a lot and they have a lot of stock exposure, it could ruin their retirement plans. Whereas if they have a lot of stock exposure and the stock market goes up a lot, yes, it will improve their retirement plans. They will be more secure. They'll be able to take maybe more vacations and do more enjoyable things in retirement. But the downside, if they lose a lot of money, is so much worse. It ruins their retirement plans. So they've de-risked their portfolio, not dramatically, but enough so that they have protection, that their financial plan is in place, their retirement plan is in place. And I think that's what investors should do. This is not a time to change your portfolio in a very dramatic way, but it is time, if you are a retiree, a recent retiree, or about to retire, to reassess whether a big market decline can ruin your plans. You don't want your plans ruined. So if that means de-risking a little bit, I think that's okay. If you've been too exposed to stocks and you need to do that, that's okay. There's no shame in that. And again, these up days give you the opportunity to do that. And if the tariffs come off the table completely at some point and the stock market moves up like gangbusters and you miss some gains, then so be it. You have to have an allocation whereby you can live with that, knowing that you saved yourself from having a potentially more miserable retirement if you didn't de-risk and things went the other way. So these are the bets everyone has to consider. These are the calculations everyone has to make. I know it's not easy, but I think for retirees, it's better to err on the side of caution. We don't know if Donald Trump blinked. It seems like he did right now. That could always change with him. You shouldn't be investing by trying to get into his head. That is not the right way to invest. You should be investing by arranging a portfolio that can withstand a lot of volatility. So, John Kamarianos signing off, telling you Donald Trump may have blinked, but don't arrange your portfolio around that idea. Thanks for watching. See you next time.